Whatever. Hi, welcome back to Whatever. Today we're going to be doing a little discussion on disasters. One of those disasters is right here talking to you. I'm Dragon Pat.
I'm Alex Drake.
And actually, we want to talk about a disaster of a movie to go to. Not in the way that is a good way.
No, this movie was a disaster.
This movie sucked.
Really?
Now, I love disaster movies.
So do I.
My son has grown up watching disaster movies with me, and it's one of those things where you get to sit and cheer when your favorite city gets nuked.
Most of the time, we love watching California get nuked.
California and DC are my favorites. New York ain't far behind.
When New York gets destroyed, it's good.
Sometimes you can't tell the difference. But, sorry. What show are we talking about in such a non-nice manner? Greenland.
Or, as we renamed it,
Green Suck. They took the idea of doing a disaster movie, and they took the disaster out of the damn movie.
You barely show it. Come on.
I mean, what little they showed of the meteor impacts was great. But for 10 minutes of show, the rest of it was this lovey-dovey, let's go find my...
Shut up.
Look, I understand. In order to have a movie, you got to have a plot. You want to have a romantic interest. But let's be honest, the disaster wasn't the movie.
No.
The disaster was making this movie. I don't go to disaster movies to see a love story. I don't go to a disaster movie to watch a man struggle to be with his family.
I'm going to see the cities get done.
If I'm going to see it, if we're going to see a man or a woman struggling to reunite, I want to see them struggling against things going boom,
boom, around
smash.
Them.
And Greenland sucked. I'd give it 2 thumbs down, except I don't even think it's worth putting my hand up for. This movie was the pits. I could not think of a worse disaster movie out there. And that includes those crappy B-rate made-for-television movies.
Yeah.
I mean, those were at least a disaster movie.
Mm-hmm.
We got some disaster in it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was so bad, it's right up there with the last Democratic convention. I mean, talk about a disaster. This was horrid.
Yeah.
So if you got an option to go see it or download it or anything else, don't waste your time. Even if they give it to you for free, take it back to the damn store and trade it in on something worth watching. Mm-hmm. This movie was the pits.
I don't think you could sell the movie because it's so horrid.
Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that are going, but I liked it. It was so sweet, so romantic. Yeah, well, that's called a romance movie. That is not a disaster movie. Get your genre straight.
Mm-hmm. Keep disasters.
If you thought this was a good disaster movie, number one, 10 minutes of disaster doesn't make a movie.
Nope. That makes
Number two, if you really thought this was great, put your reasons in the comments. I dare you. This show was the pits.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I have never seen anything as hard.
Nope. Even Sharknado was better than it.
And I refused to watch it.
I watched the first one and went, well, that sucks.
I mean, remember that stupid flying sharks that we watched a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
The Nazi zombies flying sharks. It's...
Sky Sharks.
Yeah, that's it. Sky Sharks.
Was better than that.
Even Sky Sharks was better than Greenland. And if you recall, I didn't give Sky Sharks a great review.
Nope. It was so stupid, it's funny. This movie was just stupid.
Actually, it wasn't even that funny. But this movie was worse than that.
Mm.
So, if you're in the market for a good disaster movie, don't waste your time. If you're in the market for a romance,
Don't waste your time.
maybe you'll like it, but it ain't a disaster movie. All right, that is our discussion of Greenland. The Greens suck.
Yeah. Suckland.
Suckland, I like that. Suckland. Either way, let us know what you think of the review. Put it down at the bottom. Give us your comments. Remember, folks, we are trying to get subscribers. We need to get 1,000 subscribers so we can do a live show, and then you can sit there and tell us to our faces, as in a sense, what you think of Greenland and why it didn't suck, and we will, of course, let you know you're wrong.
We laugh at you.
But I'm Dragon Pat.
I'm Alex Drake.
This has been Whatever. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends, and we'll see you next time.
And also, don't forget to hit the bell so you can stay up to date.